even if it's a phrase, beggars can't be choosers is what I meant by that. But I'm saying that received views, people watched it eventually. So me talking so much did not go waste, you know. So honestly, in my 12 years, in no interview I had ever told anybody about how I lost a father or my personal story. I've never shared it. मैंने कभी बात ही नहीं की थी उस बारे में. Receiving so much flack, a mother could totally tell you, why are you dressing up like this? इतने बदतमीजी से तुझसे बात हो रही है. You know, people are talking shit about you. Why do you have to go out? She said, no, you have reached this place by yourself. You have the right to do everything, and I'm standing with you right there. I feel as a girl, as a woman, as a human being, I would never leave that vulnerable aspect of mine because this is who I am. Behind that makeup, behind that stylish girl that you can call, this is me every day. Although I came out with hundreds of bruises and I couldn't get up the next day and I was crying. But again, good things don't come easy to you. And there I was. And that ring, a lot of things were my first on that song. After that, I had nothing, मतलब इसके beyond सिर्फ आप अपनी जान में शायद मरना ही लिखा था because my heart, my soul, my body, I had given everything to that show. Not even an ounce of bitterness I had that, hey, how am I out? How did they throw me? No. I was the happiest girl to be going out of the show. I get agitated if I see somebody leaner than me, somebody fitter than me. That's my problem. I can't have somebody else being more lean than me, okay? Then there he was. I can't say it to him, right?
She's got the skills, she's got the oomph. She's got everything that an actress should have, and above that, she's one of the purest, the most honest, and one of the most genuine person I have ever come across. It is always a pleasure sitting across her, and she's quite been lucky for me as well. And today just adds to that list, and I'm very excited as I welcome Nia Sharma only for a conversation on Bollywood Bubble. So Nia, welcome.
How sweet was that? Thank you.
And I have to say, you are looking fabulous.
Thank you.
Because the adjectives that are there don't do justice to the way you are looking. So I created one on my own. So this was my contribution to that. But I have to say, you're looking amazing. The song looks amazing. Daiyya Daiyya. Like, I feel like this is something you are meant to. It is written for you. There's sensuousness in the song, and there's that playing with the eyes, and you get to star with Suniel Shetty. So I think that makes it all the more exciting. Firstly, how was the experience of sharing screen space with Suniel Shetty?
Well, I must say, I didn't get much time with him. It was just 2 frames and we shot for a very, very less time. But again, he was inside, and when he walked in, you know what I mean? You get awestruck, not by anything else, it's just by the personality he had and the fitness he had, okay? I get agitated if I see somebody leaner than me, somebody fitter than me. That's my problem. I can't have somebody else being more lean than me, okay? Then there he was. I can't say it to him, right? But I just was, sir, how are you so thin, sir? But I could, because it was the first day, and this is not how you introduce yourself. This is not the kind of conversation you want to have with somebody. But again, listen, total goals, fitness goals, and the chiseled jawline that he had. You don't need angles if you have a body like that, if you're looking like that. So kudos to his hard work, kudos to what he's putting, and not to mention, you know, once you add that certain age to numbers to that kind of age, it becomes difficult. But he's defying that rule, he's defying those norms, and it was an absolute pleasure to be sharing even that 1 or 2 frames we shared together. It was amazing.
Yeah, every time he comes on screen, it's so picture perfect, huh? Like the whole trailer of Hunter, like you see him, he's fighting and you feel like, oh my God.
You can't take, you certainly, sometimes you just, like you said about me, you know, sensuousness and you looking nice. With girls, na, it's about you add oomph to them, they wear their makeup, their hair, they put their best foot forward. It is difficult to take eyes off them. But with Anna, with how he's looking in the trailer, he's not had massive hair and makeup and very slit dresses and nothing, right? But he's him. You still can't take eyes off him.
True.
This is what you bring to the table. This is what stardom looks like. This is what hard work looks like, you know, and he's done it all. So it's a one-man army pulling the entire show off. It takes efforts, man.
Yeah. And like, do you feel you have gotten much more confident and comfortable in dancing after Jhalak, especially?
I'm more scared now. No, I'm saying but now I'm aware of what dancing is. I'm aware of steps. I am aware of weaknesses, my own weaknesses, and you get to know things. पहले आप ऐसे जो भी dancers नहीं होते ना, we leave our steps halfway. We don't complete our steps and ढीली छोड़ते हैं body. We're not aware of our own bodies, right? But after Jhalak, I'm aware. I'm aware if my hand is going like that, if my steps is incomplete. So I now tell it that, hey, I didn't do it right, let me do it again. So this is the only difference that has come. But this song was shot way before Jhalak. This has been a year that I've waited for this song. Fun fact is that last January in 2022 is when we shot this song. And I thought, abhi aa jayega, you know, I'll be all fun and games. आया ही नहीं, it got delayed like by a year, man. So उस दौरान मेरा झलक भी हो गया. So that's what I was giving it a thought कि शायद झलक के बाद अगर मैंने ये dancing की होती शायद अच्छी होती. No, but can I tell you something? The hard work, the मेहनत that I've put for this song also was no less than a Jhalak training.
And I couldn't tell that this was before Jhalak because the excellence is there. And I think that has always been there with you in whatever you have done. You have always put the your whole into
Yeah,
it.
man, yeah.
During Jhalak, I feel like you had one of the most stellar growth as a dancer. There were people who were dancing before, there were people who came as a rookie and they also showed growth, but yours had been a very stellar one. Like you could gauge that from where you started and where you ended. There was a huge difference and you were so vulnerable as a performer, as a person, everything. After putting that much effort, did it hurt a little when the trophy didn't come to you?
Yes, it did hurt, but also, you know, by the time I was done with the show and I was out, you know what I realized? That I've given my life to this show. So that after that, I had nothing. मतलब इसके beyond सिर्फ आप अपनी जान में शायद मरना ही लिखा था because my heart, my soul, my body, I had given everything to that show, right? Once I finished that, once I was out, I realized, hey, I had put so many other things at the back burner. I had left so many other things to be just training for that thing. So I was happy with what I had given to the show. उसके बाद भी अगर if you've not reached a certain aim, if a trophy is not in your hand, that does not change things. आपकी मेहनत आपसे कोई नहीं लेकर जा सकता. जो मैंने शो में सीख लिया, जो मैंने शो में कर दिया, शायद किसी और ने नहीं किया. Honestly बोल रही हूँ, I have pulled off some massive stunts. I've pulled off one of the most difficult acts of the season. And नहीं आपको वो जर्नी, आपकी को ग्रोथ कोई नहीं लेके जाएगा आपसे दूर, आपकी वो जर्नी कोई नहीं लेके जाएगा. वो डांस एक्ट्स अभी भी रहेंगे, यूट्यूब पे रहेंगे, and when you see them back, you'll always be proud of yourself. So there was no bitter feeling, not even an ounce of bitterness I had that, hey, how am I out? How did they throw me? No. I was the happiest girl to be going out of the show.
I still remember that वो yellow sari में वो race platform वाला. You said
like it's wobbling.
It is wobbling and it's above the platform. It's not even कि 2 फुट ऊपर है.
यहाँ खड़े होके डांस नहीं हो पाता यार. मतलब मुझे कोई डांस करने के लिए बोल देना अगर ऐसे डांस एक्ट्स आते हैं या फिर म्यूजिक वीडियोस आते हैं. It's not like hey I'm raring to go. No. Rehearsals कितनी करनी पड़ेगी मुझे. I am that a biggie Billy. I'm so nervous because I'm not a dancer and I want to become one. I want to be so good at my dancing when someone sees me. Because मुझे गुस्सा पता है किस बात का आता है that dancers are हमें बोला जाता है that we are actors and we are not supposed to dance इतना ऐसे फट्टे well. Why not? I've got 2 legs, I've got a spine like dancers, I've got 2 hands, I've got a body. All we have to do is a little extra mehnat to be as good as how a dancer is doing. So I'm saying it's all about giving that extra effort. It's all about making that extra effort, investing a little more time into honing your skills. And I wanted to do that with dancing. So it's been my personal agenda to be a good dancer other than being an actor, and I want to be known for that. So I've given my all to this song also, like pole dancing I'd never tried. इस show में मिली मुझे, show में बोल रही हूँ. इस song से मिली. They put me on that training and she taught me in 5 days. I had a deadline and there I was. I mean, and I couldn't be happier doing that, rolling on that pole. Although I came out with hundreds of bruises and I couldn't get up the next day and I was crying. But again, good things don't come easy to you. And there I was, and that ring. A lot of things were my first on that song, on Daiyya Daiyya.
True, and it shows. And I have to say the pole dancing bit looks so phenomenal on screen.
Although they haven't put the entire thing, बहुत सारी dancing got cut. But again, it's not in your hand what comes and what goes. But I'm saying जितना भी है, at least you learned something good, and I picked it up from there. And to this day, I'm learning pole dancing.
And also, like as I said, you were vulnerable as a person as well on the show. Till now, you have been open about your life. You have spoken about it, but it has always been in interviews, and it's just one person and 3 cameras around. When you have such a big audience and it's gonna be telecast on live TV, on national TV, being vulnerable can be very scary and anxious as well. Did you face that? Being open about, because you spoke about your mother being raised by a single mother and about your family, the trolling you faced and everything you have faced till now. Was it a little bit challenging and anxiety inducing.
So honestly, in my 12 years, in no interview I had ever told anybody about how I lost a father or my personal story. I've never shared it. मैंने कभी बात ही नहीं की थी उस बारे में. नहीं, not that you know you want to get certain sympathy of where you're coming from. No, it never happened. And generically also I never spoke about it. That stage came. वो aura अलग था, वो time अलग था, वो feels अलग थे. And they gave me that stage. They gave me that platform to talk about myself. And by nature, I may look like this girl, you know, who dresses up and there's a facade to you, there's a charade that you put on. But no, inside you are that vulnerable girl. Inside, I always know where I'm coming from, what I've faced, the hardships, you know, everything. And to this day, I carry them with me with all my pride to see myself standing here, to be looking like this, to be doing things that I want to do, to be living a life that I always only dreamt of. So I spoke it all on that stage and they showed it, whether it was about my mother. And it was such an honor. They gave me so much of respect to be calling my family. They flew my brother from Bangalore to give me a surprise.
Yeah.
You know, that entire episode. And you have no idea how many calls did I receive to tell me, hey Nia, we never knew this side of yours. Yeah. We never knew your story. And how many people had tears in their eyes. So I feel as a girl, as a woman, as a human being, I would never leave that vulnerable aspect of mine because this is who I am. Behind that makeup, behind that stylish girl that you can call, this is me every day. But inside, I know, man, I know, you know, I can cry at a drop of a hat, you know what I mean? So I always want to be that because people relate to your truth. They don't relate to you being pompous or a flamboyant. They don't. Simplicity to this day matters a lot and it's rare. If you carry it with you, I think you're the most attractive person in the room.
And I must say, before that show, before that episode with your mother, I was proud of you always. After that day, I was so proud of your mother.
Oh my God.
Yeah, like I was so touched and I was so happy by the fact that the way you put it, na, ki matlab, she has never questioned me. She has heard those things. Yeah. She has also seen those things, but she never questioned me. And that's the support only a parent can give you. Yeah. And when they don't question you, nothing else matters. Yes.
Like receiving so much flack, a mother could totally tell you, why are you dressing up like this? इतने बदतमीजी से तुझसे बात हो रही है, you know, people are talking shit about you. Why do you have to go out? Yeah. She said, no, you have reached this place by yourself. You have the right to do everything, and I'm standing with you right there. And it took only a mother's support alone for me to reach where I am today. Nobody else was there, right? So I'm saying thank you. You are the 10th, 11th, or 12th person who's saying that to me. But again, I did receive a lot of calls after that.
I kid you not, I've got goosebumps when I'm talking about that because it actually fills me with a lot of pride seeing that. But like the last time we spoke, one thing made headlines everywhere and people termed like Diya is begging for work.
Buddy, I will not beg for work. I
won't. But did people took it out of context also? And but did it kind of help you or did it not? Because the work offers came your way or not?
नहीं, ऐसा नहीं है. मैं honestly बोलूँ नहीं, वो बात नहीं है. But sometimes एक interview आता है और चला जाता है. Nobody watches it, nobody does anything, and nobody talks about it. It kind of feels bad. Now something, even if it is taken out of context, but it's reached everywhere, people have watched it, it's got like millions of views suddenly by that one word, beggar, however they may have perceived it, you know, even if it's a phrase, beggars can't be choosers is what I meant by that, but I'm saying that received views, people watched it eventually. So me talking so much did not go waste, you know. So that's okay. I didn't try for it. I didn't have a desperate attempt to throw my interview out there. But sometimes all it takes is like misinterpretation and going by our Hindi media headlines, how they put things out there. This is how things are blown out of proportion. Thanks to the Hindi publications, honestly. Gandi cheeze, gande words use karte hain, you know. नहीं करने चाहिए. I still believe that certain respect is still required, and you don't have to be crass about things. You can still be classy and you can still be out there. You know what I mean?
But indirectly or directly, did it bring more work to you?
No, it didn't, buddy. It did. I am still out of work. Again, that could also be used against me.
But she is not desperate for it. She's not begging for it.
No, I'm not out of work.
She's actually looking for good
work, and everybody's, and who's not, and you sit it. But I'm not going to get into the nitty-gritties and tell you, oh, yesterday a call came, then it didn't work out because of money, then day before this came. You don't talk like it's an interview. We need to sum it up in a few words, and I would say, hey, it's in the process, and things are not working out currently. Right now, I don't have one, and I'm looking forward to having some good projects. You know, I can't elaborate on what happened and what did go wrong and this one. No, man, come on.
And literally, if you do it also, ना, then people will pick out details from that कि एक producer ने इस बात पे निया को ये बोला या makers ने ये, so that will also be turned out that way only.
In any way, man. But as
Yeah.
long as you watch it, okay? If
Yeah.
I've dressed up, if I've made come out of my house to
Yeah.
come for an interview here, please make sure you guys watch it. Now
Yeah.
you have to misinterpret anything, please do, but watch it. For whatever reason,
That is
right?
what it is. But I have to say, Nia, I've always been proud of the way you have handled yourself, and
Thank
I will continue to do so.
Thanks, bud.
Because you are that kind of person. I just can't wait to have this the next time around, because it always increases my curiosity every time.
But it's always fun with you because you bring out the most quirky side of mine. You know, it's just amazing.
Thank you. So I will take this to the grave, and I will take this to the teaser as well. But thank you so much for giving me this time. You look fabulous in Daiyya Daiyya, and you look fabulous today. You look fabulous always.
Thank you.
Be the person you are, because that is someone that inspires a lot of people, including you.
Thank
So
you.
thank you so much.
Thanks a lot. That was crazy.
Thank you.
Hi guys, this is Nia Sharma and you're watching me on Bollywood Bubble. Please like, share and subscribe.